So here we have a mid-terrace property that's recently been cleared, hence the vans outside. It looks like timber frame, and there's an air vent to the right of the door which could be suspended timber floor, but if you look at the level of the floor, that might be a solid floor and the air vent's just in the wall. So yeah, it's not below floor level. But next to it there's a little air vent, which is a good giveaway about timber frame. And here's another one with a screw pushed in next to it there. And the windows are inset as well. You can see that there, almost a whole brick inset. So let's do a tap test and measure the wall thickness, and then we can see whether it is or not. And then the next thing is to check the loft. That way we can determine whether or not it's timber framed. So the wall thickness is 340mm thick, so it's looking likely that it's going to be timber framed, but we'll save the loft to have a check. We have a programmer and a thermostat. Your main, you've got the temperature and the time. I wonder if you have the day as well. Here we go. Menu, program. So it is a programmer and thermostat. Always good to check, because there are some models out there that will only do the temperature but look like programmers. Here we have a radiator, looks like a single panel. Yep, with a thermostatic radiator valve. Some fairly new double glazing. Check the intermittent strip for a date stamp. I'm not sure if you can quite see that just there. But there we go, that's a date on there. Consumer unit, no isolation switches, so probably not got PIV on the roof, but it was a good idea to have a look anyway. Here's the boiler. This is an Ideal Logic Code Combi 33. And then underneath on the bottom right, not sure if you can see that, is the boiler ID stamp, Logic Code Combi 33. Bayonet fitments hanging from the ceiling without any bulbs, so they don't count as low energy lighting. So what we'll do is we'll count them up and work out a percentage. Okay, that there is an extractor fan for the kitchen. More bayonets without any bulbs. Another radiator. This one's a 2-panel one, but it's got a thermostatic radiator valve. It's looking like over 50% have the TRVs, which is the rule. The rear elevation, and there we can see the air vent on the floor, which is just above the floor level, leading me to believe that the floor isn't suspended non-timber, it's actually solid. And there's another one there. You got the windows at the top. There's the flue coming out of that code combi. That flue there is a fan assisted flue. If we have a closer look at that. So it expels the fumes from that part, and then it can suck the air in from that part. So that's a balanced fan flue, fan assisted flue. Let's go upstairs and have a look. So another bayonet fitment without a bulb, a radiator without a thermostatic radiator valve in a bedroom. And we have another programmer and thermostat. You can tell this one's a programmer and thermostat even though it doesn't come on, because it's got the days at the top and you've got the plus and minus. Drayton digistat +3, not an RF, so this is the hardwired version. So we have a programmer, a room thermostat downstairs, and another one upstairs. So it's a 2-zone system. Not to be confused with time and temperature zone control. So it's a programmer with two programmers and 2 room thermostats. So we'll have to check the entry to make sure, but I'm sure it's not time and temperature zone control. So in this cupboard we have a oil-filled electric heater. It's because it's got a combi boiler and there isn't an airing cupboard. And then further in here, we can see the central heating system. Looks similar to the underfloor heating, but it isn't because we've got radiators upstairs and downstairs. There's 2 motorised valves, like a manifold from an underfloor heating system, but it isn't. There's 2 motorised valves here, one to open and close, and the other one to open and close the circuit for the ground floor and the first floor. So the system is split into 2. Not to be confused with having 2 primary main heating systems though. Right, because then you have 1 boiler. There's a bath with a mixer shower. And then another bedroom. And there is a bulb. So this one here is a low energy light. It's a B22 fitment as well. So it's actually an LED. Right, let's go up in the loft. We have a vent. That looks like a positive input ventilation vent. And yes, there we go. So these can be hung from the rafters or the joists or even the ridge beam, but this one's sat on the ground. I think there's a bit of string there, so it could be hung. But if you listen quietly, it's running constantly, pushing air into the property. And these are the filters. So it sucks air from inside the loft and pushes it down in the house, putting positive pressure and forcing out damp and condensation. So this loft is quite evenly covered. I'd say about 150 mil. The party wall is made out of plasterboard. Let's measure that insulation. So there we go, that's less than 200, so the next one below that is 150. So 150 mil throughout. Maybe a bit thinner over there, but I'm not calling all the way to double check. It's 150 mil all over. Yeah, some areas is a bit thicker. Yeah, 200, 150. So we'll hedge on the side of caution and enter it as 150. Right, so let's get it written up. So today's date is the 8th of April. And the property is a rental, social house, mid-terraced, with no extensions. It has mains gas and an electric meter, but we don't know because I think it was in that cupboard that was locked by the front door. Can't get in there, so I'm going to put unknown. Internally measured, it's not a flat or a maisonette. 2 large bedrooms, a lounge, a diner, so 4 heated habitable rooms. They've all got radiators in. Lighting, we have 9 outlets and we've only seen 2 low energy bulbs. The rest are just like without bulbs. Then we have a bath and a shower. So a bath and a shower. Rooms with shower and bath, so 101. I'd say the build date is 2007 to 2011, just by the look of the property. We haven't got a low E detector, so I haven't tested it with that, but they're not accepted by auditors anyway. We have a normal amount of glazing. They're post 2002. Okay, we've got a date stamp of 2013, I think, or 2012. I'm not sure. We'll double check that anyway with the photos, but they are post 2002. UPVC frame, 100% double glazing, 16mm gap. No open fires, and it isn't naturally ventilated. It's supply and extract, no, extract only. So it's input PIV, PIV, positive input ventilation. So it's mechanical ventilation. But here we have extract only. So I think PIV comes under extract only, well, because it pushes air in, but as it pushes it in, it increases the pressure and then the air is pushed out. So draft proofing 100%, because all the windows have got the rubberized strips and so have the doors. We have a glass door at the rear and then a door at the front. Insulated doors, no paperwork, so we can't enter those. Conservatory, no. Water heating from the main system with no cylinder. Secondary heating, we have, what's it called, the oil-filled bar heater. So that's like oil-filled heaters, okay. And then the main boiler is mains gas, and it goes to radiators, and it has a fan-assisted flue, okay, and it's an ideal code combi 33. Code combi 33. And we've taken a photograph of the ID stamp of that, so we have evidence. We have a programmer room start and TRVs, but programming 2-room thermostats. Well, we've got 2 programmers and 2-room thermostats. So we could go time and temperature zone control. In theory we can, because this is a programmer with 2-room thermostats. You've got 1 programmer and 2 stats, but this is time and temperature zone control, so you can control the zone upstairs and downstairs. Okay, but we don't have, when you go to enter it, it will ask you the make and model. You can just put time and temperature zone control. Have to go through the options really. Heat recovery, no. And then let's go to the building elements. So the main property is timber framed, and it was 340 millimeters thick, and the insulation is as built. The party walls is solid, system or timber. It has no alternate walls. And then the floors are ground floor, solid, as built, because the air vents were above the level of the floor. Now in the loft we had 150mm loft insulation. So pitched, access to loft, insulation at joists 150. We didn't see any solar on the roof, and we didn't see any evidence of any solar being connected to the consumer unit. No wind turbines, no solar hot water, and no PV. Okay, so the house is a nice and easy shape to draw. And when we started, the 2 either side properties were proud of the front of the property, but at the back they're flush. So these are party walls. Heat loss perimeter, heat loss perimeter, heat loss perimeter, heat loss perimeter. Front door, staircase going up like that. Outside store, OS locked. Possible location of gas and electric meters. Okay, glass door at the back. We've got the kitchen and the boiler, diner, lounge, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, and there's WC here, and then you have the loft hatch. So the width of the property and the depth of the property is what we're interested in, and the ceiling heights, and then everything else can be worked out. Yet again, the trusty Leckia comes out. Disto D2, brilliant bit of kit. Buy good, buy once. And we can see the red dot over there. Press the button. So that's the width. Now it hasn't set up to do automatic meters squared, so if I press the function button, we get the meters squared button. Start again. So we're ready to go, and then over there's the red dot. Press that. 5626. Okay, now let's do the width. All right, ready to go. Where's the red dot? Over there in the bathroom. Okay, that's 7.117, which gives us a floor area of 40.36. 5, 6, 2, 6, 7, 1, 7, 4 meters squared, 0.36. We have 5626 times 2, so that's 2, carry the 1, 4 plus 1, 5, 12, carry the 1, 10 plus 1, 11, 11.25 party walls, 11.25. Heat loss perimeter, same again, 7174 times 2, 4 times 2 is 8, 7 times 2 is 14, 4 carry the 1, 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1, 3, and then 7 is 14. So 14.348. So rounded, that's 14.35 heat loss perimeter. 14.35. Now for the ceiling height. 247. And upstairs, 2.40. 2.47, 2.40. Meter squared upstairs is the same. Heat loss perimeter is the same. And the party wall is the same. And there we go. Just take a photograph of my site notes, save it to my SD card, and we're good to go to upload, and just double check about the time and temperature zone control and the supply, positive input ventilation supply. But apart from that, we're good to go. That's probably why I don't lodge on site, you see. I take it away and think about it, double check stuff, and when I'm sure, then I upload. Anyway, check out the description for links to the stuff that's in my bag, and other tips and helpful things. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.